Are we riding tomorrow?
I should.
You're gonna have this Polaris back together, ready to go? It's not looking too good right now. Doesn't have a wheel on it.
I got a few minor adjustments that need to be done.
What'd you have the wheels off for?
Well, our last ride we had a little incident with. So they looked at the tube. I asked them to pull the tube out. It wasn't leaking at the valve stem, which I thought was. Yeah. There was a rub, so the tube was rubbing inside this tire somewhere, and that's where it blew a hole in. Probably when I was doing donuts or doing burnouts or something.
What's this make for horsepower?
It's 192 horsepower.
Probably when you're using 191 horsepower, probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Or
what was the fix?
So the fix, we pulled the tube out and they patched the inside because last year I had a gouge in it, so that's why I put the tube in it.
No, how'd you fix it to get home on the trail? What was the trail side fix?
This one guy named Don, I'm not sure if you guys know, he went in his little bucket there and pulled out this contraption. It's a rescue valve stem. It actually worked really well, so he gave it to me to use. Such a nice guy, I really appreciate that. And then this other guy named Mark that we ride with, he used his pump to pump it up, and that was good. I
thought Don rented that Yamaha part to you for like 20 bucks a day. How many days did you have it for?
It's gonna be going on 6 days.
Don, I'm trying to help you out, help you make some money there. I think Eric owes you
6 days.
$6, 6 days of 20 bucks, whatever that works out to. My math's not too good right now. I'm trying to help you, Don, here.
Six days, but I don't know if my machine.
It's like 120 bucks.
I don't know if my machine liked having that little part in there.
So this is like guaranteed not to happen again?
But I bought those on Amazon, which I'll link them in the description, and they say that they're permanent solution and they're 20 times stronger than the rubber ones.
I don't doubt that. I just don't want you to have to give Don another like 120 bucks and rent another one off him.
Oh no, I'm gonna give this one right back to Don, so he can have it right back.
So you can reuse them, is what you're saying?
I don't know. Don's gonna reuse it. I'm gonna give it back to him just as they come right out.
Well,
I don't know.
That Yamaha usually doesn't have problems on the bypasses, so I'm sure he'll rent it to somebody else.
Well, yeah, it never really has any problems. I must admit that.
So what are you doing now? You got this one mounted up?
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So I rotated them because I have factory rims and the offsets are different. You can't just rotate the tires. So I had to go to a local dealer, Tirecraft in Campbellford. I'll link a description to their location in the description. They unmounted and rotated my tires.
And the Honda over there, we got some System 3 XTR 370s and some beadlocks, and we went with all the same offsets, so I can rotate my tires without unmounting them. Just move the rims and tires around and done. Sounds like Eric maybe needs a different set of, maybe he needs some beadlocks, same offset, so he can do the same. He can do the same thing.
Then I don't have to throw money away and have some other guy unmount them, mount them, do all that kind of stuff. He did remount them all. I told him to clean up all the little extras that I had in the bead there. I had a whole bunch of grass and mud jammed in there. There was a stick or something jammed in there. It was still holding air, but they cleaned all that up for me, so I'm happy with that. But as you guys can see, I'm getting low in the tread here, so I'm in the market for some new rubber.
Just stay off that skinny pedal and they'll last longer.
You just I don't know. You can't. You just can't.
You got the right rims on the right spot?
I think so. These are the wide ones, right? Yeah, they wouldn't fit otherwise.
You got the air tools and everything. This guy's got all the tools. I think he knows what he's doing and he just pretends he doesn't, so I'll do the work for him.
This sounds like something I drive with all the time.
You need a turbo on that. What do you torque these to? How many Uggadugs?
That's good. That's beautiful right there.
I don't think that's enough.
You don't think that's enough?
No.
Well, I gotta put my little torque wrench on there, but Susan calls it my flute.
You needed like 4 hug-a-dugs.
No, not with this thing. This thing goes
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000. No, that'll be like way too tight. Way too tight. Well, I'll test it out after. I don't want anyone to get hurt here.
Watch your nuts. I'm glad to see you walk in circles like I do. No drinking on camera.
Gotta have a refreshment. Slight refreshment. Let's lower this bad boy down.
What are we using to jack this thing up?
This is the Badlands. You go back
This
and
is the Badlands, eh?
look at that. No blocks. Look
I
how
didn't
solid
know-
that thing is.
I didn't know these Polarises were pushing 3 tons though. That's a pretty
Oh.
big jack. Lift it up. What's the selling features of these jacks?
The height. Look at that. No
The
blocks. 20, I don't know, 24 inches.
Oh, I see what you got going on there now. That is pretty slick. Let's watch it in action here. You should just leave your suspension like that. Look at the ground clearance. No Yamaha is going to follow this Polaris if it's got ground clearance like that.
We don't want to embarrass the guys we ride with, right? So, we adjust it so that we're all kind of even and stuff like that.
Yeah, that might not be the best actual angle. It'll settle out here when he moves it, I guess.
Look at that. And you get that around?
That is pretty slick. I'm glad you bought one, so if I ever need one, I can borrow it. Because we're a team, right?
100%.
That is pretty slick. I do like that jack. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it.
That should be good.
That's good. That way you can scare the wife. Well, boys and girls, this is how you change your tires. It seems to be struggling a little bit right here. Now he's got her. You always start these by hand so you don't cross thread them. I taught Eric all this stuff. How's the brakes on the Volkswagen? You haven't lost a wheel yet?
No, but she's clunking in the back when goes
What do you mean, clunking?
when she goes from forward to reverse and she applies the brake, there's a clunk. But
You sure you tightened everything up?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. I read.
Let's see if he does better with this one. I don't know if you'd survive as a NASCAR mechanic. They can do 4 in the time it takes you to do 1.
Sometimes quality is better than quantity.
So if they quality takes time.
Send it.
All right, send it then. How many Ugg Ducks? What do we got here? What's that fancy tool for?
It's a torque wrench.
I don't know many people that use one of them. They used to count the Ugg Ducks. That sounds like the turbo.
Well, there's a lot of things that sound like the turbo. Everything wants to be like the turbo.
The Honda don't sound like the turbo.
No, that definitely doesn't over torqued anyways.
Oh yeah, that's good. Click, click.
Oh, that one needed a little. Go.
Faster.
Oh, that one needed a little bit. That one was loose. Oh, shit, did I even... Yeah, that's why you torque your, that's why you torque them, ladies and gentlemen, because...
Not enough Ugg Ducks on that.
What did they say?
I don't know. You're in that video.
Well, boys and girls, that's how you do a little tire install. Quick and easy. Jack it up, put the tires, drop it down, torque your nuts. Gotta make sure those nuts are tight. See you on the next one.
I wasn't supposed to be guiding you, was I?
Nope.
Where are we going tomorrow?
We're going to Kawarthas. They call it the 5 points. I think it's probably because of the layout of the maps. There's like 5 points, but it's the Kawartha ATV trails. KA-ATV or something like that is the permit that you need to ride those trails, but they're well mapped on the Polaris Ride Command, and they got a little bit of everything. They're pretty good. They got some blue trails and some black trails that usually the Polaris likes to run, and then there's a lot of the green trails for the Yamaha guys, right? So it should be good. We're looking forward to it.
We should be able to put a bit of a sideshow together this Saturday out on the trails. We get some good content. Not sure about the Yamahas, but we'll provide you with some good content. Any last words?
Other than, you know what, we're this close, guys, to 2,000 followers. If we're not already at 2,000, if we are, thank you, everybody. If we're not, hit that subscribe button. If we can hit 2,000, we're on our way to 5,000. Everybody, niece, grandmother, send it to your grandmother. She will love to watch us. Sideshow guys, out.